The three E's represent education, experience, and examination.
Education is the acquisition of specialized knowledge. Experience is application of that specialized knowledge. And the examination is how one demonstrates that they possess that specialized knowledge.
Those three summed together give the public the confidence that they are getting engineering and other professional services from people who are competent and qualified and monitored.
The education requirement is important because it establishes a foundational understanding of the practice, which an applicant's going to draw upon throughout their entire profession.
Most landscape architects get an accredited degree in landscape architecture. They are taking, courses in grading and drainage and stormwater management. They are spending time in studios designing outdoor spaces like parks and transportation corridors. Those are some of the more technical aspects of education for landscape architects.
Through the experience requirement, an individual will work under a licensed architect to learn more about the realities of practice. This gives an individual real-world exposure to the profession, and that will give them the insights that they'll need to use to practice the profession safely.
You're gaining practical application experience in how to apply the things you learned in school, what works, what sometimes doesn't work. You have all your book smarts over here, but you may not actually know how it works. And so the experience gets you there.
I look at the examination as kind of the unifying requirement across professions. They all have to take the same exam, and that same exam forms the foundation of the requirements for licensure across the country.
There are two exams for engineering. There is the Fundamentals of Engineering exam, which is a very general exam, covers all the disciplines, because once you get your four-year degree, you've been exposed to all of the engineering disciplines. Then you get your experience, and then you take a specialty exam in the discipline in which you're pursuing a license.
The three E's work together, to ensure a very well-rounded, competent professional.
Without the three E's, professionals would suffer and the public would be at risk.
It's absolutely critical for the protection of the public that we be educated and checked with examinations, and that we have experience before we work solo. You need to know that I not only know the concepts, but I know how to apply the concepts, and I can apply them safely. I would not want a structure that was designed by an engineer who had not the education, not the examination, or not the experience. I don't want to be their first project.
Licensing requirements are not arbitrarily designed. The perspectives of the profession, the perspectives of the regulatory community, the perspectives of educators are brought together to determine what an individual needs in order to practice competently. There's a threshold of knowledge, skills, and abilities one must have in order to practice safely in a way that protects the public and the environment.
The three E's, experience, education, and examination, underpin licensing in the United States. They're there for a reason.